Michelle Rook is on assignment. We begin with a developing story. Several dairy farms, the target of I-9 audits. The I-9 farms are used to verify the identity and employment of people hired to work in the U.S. They are then run through E-Verify. But with reports of flaws in the E-Verify system, the audits are resulting in some dairies in Texas and South Dakota being forced to lose valuable workers, putting farmers on edge. Now, I've learned officials are allowing some of the workers in South Dakota to be reinstated, and there's growing optimism for a longer-term immigration fix. The dairy industry is still concerned about deportation efforts, but at least one dairy in South Dakota got good news. Sources close to the matter telling AgDay the operations lawyer got an order to rehire nearly 40 workers after I-9 audits forced their termination. It's too soon to know if this is a course change by the administration or why certain states were targeted to begin with.
So far, really, it seems to be isolated to South Dakota and Texas in terms of these latest I-9 audits that we're hearing about.
Several operations in South Dakota were targeted, and at least 9 dairies in Texas got I-9 audits over the weekend. Nearabout isn't sure what triggered the audits, but if violations are found, employers are given just 10 days to release workers, causing a major crisis.
The time frame to comply with these are very short in terms of trying to backfill a sizable portion of your workforce in a very short period of time in a job market where it's an employee's job market, not an employer's job market.
Producers say the immigration system is broken, and the recent audits at dairies prove the E-Verify program has problems.
But when they do an I-9 audit and the numbers don't match up, then they say they have to be removed.
Definitely feel it's flawed. We also feel very strongly that it should not be on the employer to determine legal status of people in country. That should be the job of the federal government.
Farm Bureau just last week asked the president and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem for flexibility, not amnesty.
We're not asking the president to give people citizenship or anything like that. What we need short term is a legal process for current undocumented workers to become legal workers, not citizens, but legal workers.
Otherwise, he says it could threaten animal welfare and the nation's food security.
You know, we saw those disruptions during the pandemic, and it's possible that that could happen again if we don't have enough people to do the work. But the issue here is it's not only the survivability of that operation, it's an animal welfare issue.
Still, a bigger immigration fix is needed to stem the ag labor crisis.
All these employers really desperately want to hire legal workers, but because of the broken system, they've been forced into situations where they're not all legal. In fact, we know the numbers are somewhere around 40 to 43% of the workers are undocumented.
Dairy officials tell AgDay they're getting traction on a possible fix to the H-2A guest worker program, a first choice of the industry.
Can we either administratively or through Congress amend the H-2A program to fold the dairy industry into it? And not just dairy, but year-round agriculture.
And Nearabout says they're encouraged as President Trump has publicly called for change.
We legitimately feel like we maybe have a shot here at solving this problem for the first time in 20 plus years.
But with such a politically charged issue, Vanderwall says it will take Trump's leadership to finally fix the ag labor crisis.